So what motivates our goals? We all have an emotional need attached to reaching a goal. And it really is important for you to understand this, that there's an emotional driver attached to your client wanting a certain goal. So it's almost like, what's the reward for me? What's in it for me by achieving this goal? And it's important that you get to the bottom of this with your client, because when we're looking at the emotional factors, we need to make sure, we need to know where this energy, this emotion is coming from. Because like I say, if it's coming from that dirty window, that unbalanced energy from a certain chakra, then they could be aiming for a certain goal which isn't fully in alignment to their true self. For instance, a client wants to have a goal of having a new sports car, and that's their main focus and drive, and they're determined to reach the goal of having a new sports car. If you were to dig underneath the client's motives for this by simply asking, why do you want this? And they give you an answer. And why is that important to you? They give you an answer. And why is that important to you? They give you an answer. And what will that do for you in your life? What will having that achieve for you? And it's normally going to be an emotional need attached to it. For instance, the emotional need around having a sports car is that they might impress the parents, they might feel worthy, they might be able to attract a partner. So there's what reward is attached to having the sports car. There's nothing wrong with having the sports car, but if there is an emotional reward or an emotional unmet need of feeling worthy, then it's unlikely that the sports car is going to be a sustaining reward for them. I think it's scientifically proven, somebody wins the lottery, that feeling of euphoria only lasts for about 12 weeks, and then they're back to how they felt before they won the lottery. They just have more money. Helping a client to cultivate and have more self-worth now without having to have a sports car is more life-fulfilling and sustaining. And that is the aim. It's to clear up the unhealthy or unbalanced energy in one of the chakras, which is helping them reach for these falsifying goals of emotional reward. So if there's an unmet need there, then that's what we want to help the client work on now. So understanding the emotions. So motivation is the force that initiates, guides, and maintains goal-orientated behaviors. So it's looking at whether this goal is an intrinsic goal or an extrinsic goal. And intrinsic means it's about you finding what place this is coming from. Is it an external reward, so that they're reaching outside of themselves to try and pull in themselves this feeling of fulfillment, satisfaction, or gratification in some way? So we just want to look at where this goal is coming from. So remembering that our emotions now, as an adult, are generally set, that the theme has been set for our life. You know, we're in this habitual pattern of behavior, and we're kind of running on completely automatic pilot through our experiences stored in the subconscious mind. So all your beliefs, all your experiences, all your memories are stored as automatic behavior in your subconscious mind, which is running the show 95% of the time for you, because that leaves you energy to consciously make decisions. Your emotional triggers, you don't have to have been in a war zone to have emotional triggers. You could have been brought up in a household which was very busy, or your parents worked all the time. Anything can install in our nervous system based on our constitution, our sensitivity, our resiliency as children. Anything can upset our status quo, a belief system that we formed from early childhood, which doesn't really make any sense now when you look back on it in adulthood, but still, it's stored in your nervous system, in your fight or flight system. It's stored in your chakras, that every time you have this emotional trigger, this chemical release gets transmuted into the body, and all these hormones start to tell you a message about your self-worth, a message about how loved you are or not loved you are, a message about how good you are or not good you are, a message about what you can achieve or what you can't achieve. So these emotional triggers are at play in your external environment all of the time until you clean up your chakra system and clean up the energy and clear those windows through which we are creating our reality. So remembering the job of the brain is to keep you safe, and if you've had some kind of upsetting experience as a child, this is stored in your nervous system, so it's looking out for it for you.